Welcome to the Grayzer and Wheatus Productions.
I'm Grayzer, that's Wheatus.
So come and join us for 20 entertaining minutes.
Let's get into it. Welcome, guys. I am Grayzer or Ethan. That is Mason or Wheatus. And today, this is the first ever episode of the Grayzer and the Wheatus Productions. And we're just really excited to, just get into it. And so let's get straight into it, I guess.
So we would like to just welcome everyone. Like Ethan said, it's a privilege to be talking to you guys today, and we're going to start off by talking about the school. So lately in the school, NAIDOC week happened a couple weeks ago. We got to do some posters, the winner of the posters hasn't been announced yet, but it will be announced later today. And it'll be very interesting to see who wins that. Coming up, I think in a few days, maybe the 2nd of August, the grade 4s are going to Murrabart College to watch their production, which is exciting for them. And
only 2 days before that is the 100 days of prep for the preps. So that should be intriguing. Today would be day 99 then, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So big 100 days for the preps, and we would like to get your opinion on what you think the school can change and to make this place better. So for example, there's a lot of chatter about the nets on the basketball courts. People want chain nets and all sorts of stuff. So we would like your opinion on what nets do you think? So what nets would you like on the courts?
I really like chain nets, to be honest. They're just, they're probably better than the ones that we've got now, because the ones that we've got now basically just fall off.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon we could do with some chain nets, and yeah.
I mean, they could fall off as well, though.
And if they fall off...
Also the MEPS Movie Festival, that we've currently got multiple kids, entering that. I think it's about 80 enters over grade 3 to 6. And
so it's good for the amount of people that want to get on a camera to just go out and film and do what they like. So I reckon it's going to be really interesting to see the final finishes of the MEPS Movie Festival. So I think is there around 60 that go on the YouTube, and
then 17 at the night, on the special night. So
that'll be exciting to see.
We made one ourselves, actually. And it probably won't be that good, but you never know. Fingers crossed. So is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we get into sport or something?
No, not really.
Okay. So to do with sports and stuff, we will talk about the NBA, cricket, footy, soccer. Yeah.
Because we know you guys are very passionate about your sport, and so are we, to be honest. Especially the AFL coming up. We have a really big game tonight, Collingwood-Carlton, which I reckon the most people that go to the school would support Collingwood, to be honest. There's a lot of Collingwood fans right around.
So I reckon Collingwood will win that game. So there are obviously the 9 games this round. Next up after that is the Bulldogs versus Giants. We're gonna make predictions here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bulldogs at Marvel.
I'm gonna go the Bulldogs by about 20 points.
Fair. Geelong versus Freo.
So it's down at Geelong.
Yep.
Probably see Geelong coming out with the win, considering it's in Geelong, to be honest.
Fair. Well, Freo kind of sucking. As a Melbourne fan, I kind of want them to be bad, because then we get their first pick. Gold Coast, Brisbane. Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane, comfortably.
Essendon, Sydney.
Ooh. I reckon Essendon. Just.
You reckon Essendon?
Just.
Sydney. Adelaide, Port.
Port Adelaide by 10 points. It's always a good game to showdown.
Adelaide.
Ooh.
Hawthorn, St Kilda. You're a Hawthorn fan, so.
But sadly, I reckon we'll lose this game by 5 goals.
Ouch. Okay, Richmond versus Melbourne. Calm the D's.
Melbourne fan is very, very passionate about the D's.
Yep. I reckon, but I'm also a pessimist. So I'm going to go Richmond.
Ooh. And the final game of the round, we have West Coast against North Melbourne, 17th v 18th.
Well, West Coast did like as bad as Melbourne 10 years ago. So, North Melbourne. West Coast really, really suck. Well, the Ashes, the final test started, I can't spell, started yesterday, and, well, Australia actually got off to a pretty good start. They got England all out of 283. We've already retained the series, and they're now 61-4-1. So what's your thought on that?
I mean, knowing that Australia have already retained it, I reckon they're off to a pretty good start. With David Warner did go out early for 24.
You love Kawaja though, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Kawaja fan, really.
Labuschagne hasn't been that good this series.
Yeah, he hasn't really been.
2 for 23 right now, but hopefully he makes an innings. 111 last game, I think.
That was an impressive innings.
But that was his only big innings this whole entire
Yeah, that gave
Ashes.
and put Australia really back into the game.
What is your thought on a player like Harry Brook? He's young, he's very talented, and he's like probably right now England's best player. He scored 85 off 91 in the first innings. That's a very aggressive innings, including hitting 2 sixes at like a young age of like 20 or something.
Harry Brook, yeah, he's a young talent, definitely. He can hit the ball pretty far and he can hit it quick. He's a great player.
So, do you think? Well, we've already retained the series, but who do you reckon's going to win this one?
Ooh, as an Australian, I probably think Australia.
You reckon Australia are going to win?
I reckon after the start they've had, I reckon they'll, keep England once again to not many, and I reckon hopefully they can build innings and get to.
That's a fair assumption. Well, I said before I'm a pessimist, so I'm going England to win because they're England, they can still win the game, and we haven't won in England since 2001. I mean, we could still win this Ashes if this game's a draw or a win, obviously. So yeah, let's talk about NBA and then I guess
let's talk about the basketball, the off season. So it's off season so far. There's not really much to talk about.
I actually think the Rockets will be good.
Okay.
That's a very random thing to say, but they've signed Van Fleet.
Yeah.
They signed
Landale. He's an Aussie. I like Landale.
They signed another player.
So on the NBA in the off season, why don't let's talk about Damian Lillard. So requesting a trade from Portland.
And now he demands that he goes to Miami or else he's not going to show up to any trainings or anything. He said that.
So he really wants to go to Miami. What are your thoughts? How does he fit into the Miami team?
I mean, mainly because he does want to win a ring, and I feel like with that team, it will be probably the finishing touch, as they already have Jimmy Butler. He's a really good star, and I mean they've got Bam, so Jimmy and Bam are a very good duo, and I think with the signing of Dame, if they actually do sign him, they should be able to be contenders again, even though that team is getting quite old.
Yeah, so I would like to talk about the Houston Rockets. I actually really like their use of their draft picks. So
yeah, Amen's very good, and Did they trade for Whitmore or did they sign him?
I don't know.
No, I reckon they signed him.
Yeah, I definitely know they have Cam Whitmore, which I really actually like Cam Whitmore for some reason. He's just a great player.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the other guy they signed, Dylan Brooks. What is your thought on Dylan Brooks? You don't like him because you're a Lakers fan.
I don't really like Dylan Brooks, but yeah, he can shoot the ball sometimes. He's not a bad player. He's not a bad role player for the Rockets.
And anything else you'd like to talk about?
Something about the NBA. LeBron James's son, Bronny James. Something
Oh, yeah.
very sad happened the other day.
As he went into cardiac arrest. He seems like he is okay now, but hopefully he will be okay to actually get drafted into the NBA.
Hopefully he recovers and becomes a great NBA player.
So any other big signings really?
Well, we have the Joel Embiid rumors.
What about Victor?
Well, Victor, yeah.
You think he's
Bust?
going to be a bust?
Yeah, I've been saying he's going to be a bust for a long time, actually.
I don't think he'll be a bust. Now, I'm an OKC fan, so like we have Chet Holmgren. Spurs have Victor. But I think Victor will be better than Holmgren. I don't know. I don't know about Holmgren, to be honest. He's an alright player, but I don't know really whether he's going to fit in at the club the way he like plays ball.
Yeah, I don't know about Chet either.
But I think Victor's he's going to be very good. He should win Rookie of the Year. And in the next couple of seasons, should go for an MVP candidacy.
Big. So
Probably will win it though.
as we know, you're a big OKC Thunder fan. So let's get your opinion on how they'll go in the upcoming season.
I mean, last season we tried to rebuild, but we actually did pretty well to get second round of play-ins for a team that's meant to be rebuilding. And so I think we did pretty good. We could possibly do better. I like our signing from the draft. I like our signing of who did we sign? I forgot. I literally knew this morning. I like Shea. Shea's a very good player. He can get in it. He's an in and out scorer. He can do whatever you like. We signed Victor Oladipo. We signed a couple others such as Davis Bertans, but I reckon he's more of a trading piece, to be honest.
So going off the NBA and moving back on to a little bit more about MEPS. So we have the grade 5s in I think it's still a bit of a wait, but they do have hoop time on the
So that's about 3 or 4 weeks away, and that'll be intriguing to see. I think it was yesterday that they had their tryouts.
Yep, yesterday.
So be good to see. When the grade 6s had their hoop time, there was only 1 or 2 that made the finals. I think that was the girls rep team and one of the
Mr. D's
mixed Future Stars teams.
Mixed Future Stars team. They actually
they
made
came
it to
close.
the grand final. They were good to watch. And the girls all-star team, they also made it to the next round.
Yes.
Which is impressive.
And so thanks guys for watching this first ever podcast. Sorry if we seemed a bit, nervous and stuff, but it is our first ever one. So thanks for watching. By the way, that's who we signed, Cason Wallace. OKC signed him from the draft. And we'll see you all next week for episode 2. Bye.